100% certain it's for the actual attraction of being so unattractive that will make you look at the board and make you look at that even harder. However, there is 6 techniques that I use if I'm going to be secretive and give all my secrets away. So, you know, I can sit here and talk to you about submodalities. I can sit here and talk to you about switch pattern. I can sit here and talk to you about colour. I can sit here and talk to you about, you know, a 6-step reframe and a parts integration. And I can sit here and talk to you about all this stuff that's double Dutch. But I want to speak your language. And I think when you are deciding on, you know, the program, if this is something that you would like to actually master. Now, of course, if every single person in this room did this, you might be then saying to me, well, Terry, if everybody's going to be learning this from you, how does that give me my authenticity to be the guru in this specific field? And I'm going to explain to you without explaining it too much, and that is that whatever industry that you are in. Now let's just go with something really totally kind of away from what you would think a rapid trauma stress release is. Let's go to a person who runs a business with a whole heap of people working under them. Okay, and it could be, you know, it could be oil. Or it could be like a trade car dealer, John Hughes. Okay? Now, John Hughes, when he actually, that's his thing. I sell cars, I want your business, and I'm prepared to pay for it. Okay? So even though John Hughes has come into me and he has said to me, I want to be the greatest car dealer in Australia. And he's pretty big, he's the same age as my father, so he's doing pretty well. I will say, okay, John, what we need to do is we need to erase 80 years of junk out of the trunk. And we need to get rid of a lot of BS stories going on in your life. Do you hear what I'm saying, guys, when I say BS stories? You know, like, oh, you're not good enough to do this, oh, let's look at them, like, oh, you can't be rich, oh, you can't afford that, oh, it's too much money, oh, this, that, the other thing. Do you hear what I'm saying?
All those things,
you know, oh, it's wrong to be wanting money, or it's wrong to be asking too much, or it's this, or it's that, or, you know, I could never be like that person. Is there any of this, are you getting what I'm saying here? Let's face it, we all won these programs, and what that is BS stories. Unless you value yourself with all your heart and all your soul and all your strength, let me tell you guys, you are going to be telling people that that is a BS story. So the first thing you need to do, Johnny boy, is actually eliminate it. And I'm really good at doing that. Let's just say I'm a bloody good dentist, and I will extract for you those teeth that hurt, because we want to get them out quickly. We don't want them sitting in there and you come to me and say, oh, look, you know, I've got this toothache in my mouth, so I didn't sleep last night. Oh, okay, let's have a talk about that, and then come back next week and we'll have another chat. And then the week after we'll start talking about how we're going to pull it out. And then the week after that, you know, no. Let's get that baby out immediately. And this is what I do with people one-on-one. I do this one-on-one, okay? So that extraction that I do with John then helps him. He goes through 6 sessions with me, and we simply go through, he suddenly realizes that all the stuff that went wrong in his life and the things he didn't achieve, because by this age he's probably thinking, geez, I wish I had done that when I was 45. Or geez, why didn't I let that happen? Why didn't I make it? You know, it's always that when they get to that age, you know, even as you're getting older, you start thinking, if only. You don't want to be having those if only moments, right, you guys? So suddenly I allude to him that actually, John, you are the superhero of your own movie, and we are going to now create the movie. Yes, we need to run the shit. You need to roll around in the mud with me for, you know, maybe 5 minutes, maybe 10 at the most. But once we've rolled around in the mud, what we're going to do is we're going to create, you know, what you want. So what do you want anyway, John? What is it that you truly want? Oh, you know, I want to be the best car dealer in Australia. I want to be that guru. I want to be that household mate. I want everybody to know about the cars that I'm selling and the work that I'm doing. And what exactly does that mean? Why do you want that? Why? It's not so he can be a conceited asshole. It's not so he can just be, you know, that guru on television running adverts and, you know, I want your business and I'm prepared to pay for it. Because deep, deep, deep down in his core, there is a reason. And a lot of you already know this, right? A lot of you who have done coaching with me already know this. And I'm going to go right over to the next page now. Because this is what is section 2. And it's called Speed Coaching. The speed coaching enables me to be able to tackle John from a core belief value system. Now, I could have gone through the value system with you in NLP and taken you through all these modalities, but why on earth do I not just teach you how to do the freaking stuff? I'd much rather you just, okay, do this. Just do it. And then you be your own scientist after that. Look, I'm just being transparent with you. I've already had a lady, and this is not a joke, because someone in this room knows this person, that I've actually said, I don't think I'm going to be the right coach for you. I don't think I'm the right teacher for you. Because A, if you're just looking for a certification, B, if you are not a creator, you're gonna, you know, and you just want the nuts and bolts of all this stuff, this is not going to work for you. There's plenty of schools out there that will teach you that. And I'm going to be totally transparent. So I want to make sure that the people that are in my space, I'm going to want to be in that space with you for a very, 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 very freaking long time. This is a journey. And this is, you know, as far as I'm concerned, you're going to be doing the same thing. You're going to learn how to attract your avatars. You're going to learn how to call in your tribe. And you're going to love being together. You're going to become friends. Forget all this business, oh, you know, business and pleasure and all that. You know, that's old hat. Familiarity breeds contempt. What a load of hoo-ha. My father spent years telling me that. And I've had to get rid of and dissolve a whole lot of stuff. Don't get too close to your clients. Don't do this. Don't show them the truth. Even on the, you know, don't do this. Sign them up and run out the door. Okay, I've heard it all. I've come from a real estate background and I swam in a sea of sharks. I know what that's like, and I was only a young girl, a very young girl. So can you imagine a young girl in a sea of sharks? It wasn't until I hit 27 and a client told me that, hey, did you know that you got top selling, top listing representative south of the river? And I went, no. They had to tell me that. Oh, you're in the back of the Rewa magazine. Oh, really? It was announced at the Rewa ball. It was announced on the back of a magazine, and I didn't even know. So once that happened, and once once I actually just managed to swim out to sea and get away from all the sharks, I started to develop some respect. People started to actually treat me differently. And it's amazing how age can go against you. Actually being young can go against you. And not only was I young, but I looked young too. So that didn't help. I just had wrinkles on my face. I remember rocking up at one appointment and a client saying to me, wow, you look like you just finished school. In those days, when you're 20, it's like the biggest insult ever, right? What's my point here? You want to be able to attract the right people. You don't want to waste time, guys. You don't want to, like all this nicety because as a creator, you know you're a people pleaser. You like to say the right thing. You're just wasting time. You've got to learn to be true to yourself. You've got to learn to stand in your own truth. You've got to learn to stand in your own conviction. And you need to know that the people that you're going to call in, they may not be as you think in your head, oh, well, they're Terry, if I just go and hone in on that one program, what about all the world out there, I'm going to miss all those people. Nah. You'll find that it is, like I said in the beginning, it's a hit and miss. You may find if you're really super good, and I know that I've been super good enough to be able to do this, that you do manage. But when you nail it, and when you know yourself, and when you know what is it you're going to have, and you can strip away all the junk, and then you can move into this category of speed coaching. Now, I don't think Colin will mind me saying this, but we do have a new kid on the block, and I have a massive amount of respect for Colin, and he's done practitioners, so he's pretty clued up. And he's got this kind of a line that when you say hello to him and you say how are you, what does he say? I'm
fantastic.
Yeah, and if it's not fantastic, it is spectacular. Except I rang him up the other day and I said, hi Colin, and he went, hi Terry, how are you? I said, spectacular. And so of course he couldn't say, how are you? He went, he was lost for words. All right. I said, I took the words out of his mouth. And so, anyway, he's got that kind of a really upbeat attitude, and he's come through this kind of training. So when Colin, in his industry, and it's a male industry, it's very, very much, and he's very around mindset. And let me tell you, he came to the Bali retreat, and I know we blew the freaking lid off his business. One of his best mates, because we blew it off because he was feeling like he was just sitting there. And as we got to speed coaching him, and speed coaching through the class, it's like, well, what's it going to take? What's it going to take? What's it going to take? I wasn't giving him advice. I was like, why don't you go out and make a phone call, ring that person and say, and why don't you join that group? Why don't you do this? And why don't you do? I didn't do that. That's just a load of hoo-ha. If you have someone who's giving you advice and telling you what to do, run for the hills. Unless, there is some reason that they're trying to save you from.
If it's friends and you're okay, then you'll also give a risk.
Let them find the answers their freaking self. Then you're a kick butt coach. If you allow people to find a master key and their own answers, you don't want anybody in your space. And I know that I'm telling you that. And you might be thinking, well, you just told us not to tell people what to do. Well, I don't want the wrong people in my space. And so what Colin said to me in his masculine organisation, and this is a very masculine kind of program, I will admit that. So it's not for the fancy kind of Debbie Diaper Club who, people that like to wow, and whinge and carry on. I'm sorry, I'm just being totally honest. This is more for the rock solid people, and that's why we do attract just quite a lot of males into our programs, quite often as females. I've had some programs. Colin did 16 Laws of Success with me, and that was a male-dominated classroom. I think there was about one, I know it's the other way around here, but there was about, 2 guys to every girl in the class. So, lucky you, huh? Okay, so speed coaching, where what Colin said to me is this, Terry, I know people get a little bit irritated with me because I question them. I question them when they're coming in and, because I need to qualify them. And I said, bloody oath you do. Absolutely bloody oath with bells and whistles. So this is where he's ready to go to the next level. And when we were in the Bali retreat in 2017, we had some profound stuff going on in that retreat. One of them was from the business scale, he blew the lid off his business and he went, and now he's ready to go to the next level. Does that make sense? And, so speed coaching is where you take the person, it doesn't matter whether you're a breathwork agent, or whether you're a Botox artist, or whether you're a bullshit artist, not just joking. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what industry you are in. You can be in any industry whatsoever, and yet you can even be a parent. Speed coaching. Now I'm going to give you guys the script for that today. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
English.
You're going to get a script. So think yourself lucky and leave the $100 over there at the door. Now let's bake a cake. Let's bake a cake. Okay, so firstly, if you were going to be designing your own confidence and you were designing because confidence, people think that sometimes confident people, they get this idea, I could never be that confident. Hands up if you've ever felt like you weren't confident enough. I know I've been there. Okay. Yeah. Hands up if you look at some people and you admire how confident they are. Yeah. Okay. Let me guarantee you one thing. The people, the superheroes of the world, the people that you see that have got this divine confidence, they were not born with it. They didn't come out, except for Eloise, of course, but they didn't come out in the world going, yes! Now, the first thing is that I'm going to teach you that you need, and this is the 101 of NLP, when you are you're in a state, everybody is in a state all the time. Now, if I was to ask you, what state are you in now? The state that you're in now will be different to what it was this morning. It will be different to what it was yesterday. And again, it's going to be different this afternoon. So the state that you're in is the state that you're feeling. Now, that could be a state of feeling fairly open, inquisitive, neutral. It could be peaceful. It could be a little bit edgy. It could be toey. It could be, there's so many different states. And yet, there are only 6 human needs, you guys. And the 6 human needs are 1, love and connection. And now this is not the order because I'm going to let you in on a little secret which we're going to be opening up this afternoon when the guests arrive. That these ingredients that you're going to see and how tapped in, tuned in and turned on you are to knowing exactly who you are and having the self-awareness like this complete, emotionally intelligent genius, because the fact is your superconscious is a genius. It is smarter than anybody in this class put together. Everybody's superconscious has this, it's got so much potentiality. It's like this whole group. If you consider this whole group, and then you just look at this lid, that's your logic. That is your consciousness compared to your subconsciousness. It's just that so many people, they're just like, it's like, can you imagine putting a little child into a car and saying drive? They wouldn't know what to do. I mean, unless you have been giving them like full-on lessons. But if you put a child on your knee and you said, right, drive, and they had leg extensions and all the rest of it, what would they do? How would they have this component, and all of those components when they don't have a clue? And it's even when you learned to drive, before you knew how to drive, it would be kind of really daunting to put you on a highway with lots of traffic and say, drive. You would be a danger to everyone on that road. And here's the thing, right? People walk around blindly every single day, and I am not joking. They walk around with their head in the sand. They even feel like crap. And they feel like crap, and they just go, oh, I just feel like crap. I feel like crap. That's my life. I just feel like crap. What they don't recognise is that it's their GPS. It's not a sinful, horrible thing that is, something to be so like, oh my gosh, this is just my lot, how depressing, and then they go to the doctor and they get medication and they do all this stuff. It's a GP freaking S to say, hey, there's a red light on the dashboard of the car. You need to look and you need to learn what you need to do. Have you got your belt on? Do you need water? Do you need oil? What is it that your superconscious is actually wanting to say to you? So when you have a tap into that part of your brain to know how to work it. That's when things start to really change. Nothing, all things, you will evolve as a normal human being because you simply are a normal human being. And the fact is you will have your shitty days because that's just life. And you will get older because that's just how it is. However, when you are tapped in, Julie can turn it on, switch it on, come on, Marie.
So you're going to tap into it.
Okay, you know how to say it, right? Esther hits it harder. Okay, so when you are tapped into that, when you know exactly what you are talking about, you can start to control your body. Now, let me give you an example. I went to for the first time in 20 years, come on Terry, 20 years, went to the gym the other day and went in and had some personal training. And I'm not joking when the woman was like looking at my numbers and going, are you sure that you don't exercise? Are you sure that you're 53 years old? And my heartbeat and what I was doing, she's like looking at me, and you know what I was doing? I was playing with her. I was actually deliberately turning the function of my blood pressure down to actually cope with what she was doing to make her more, because I was getting off on how shocked she was.
You should have been there for the last session.
I know how those work. So, she was mortified. She's like, you are also symmetrical. I've not seen this. Like, you've got 2 legs and 2 arms up. She said, your legs and your arms are actually symmetrical. And then she did my age, and I went, well, how old am I? She said, well, this is your internal biology. This is how old you are biologically. And I said, so how old? And she said, 38. And I went, I thought, what are you talking about? How dare you say I'm that old? Am I really 38? Yes. Oh my gosh, you've got no idea how old I thought I was when I was 38. I just did not like being 38, I'll give you the tip. So anyway, I wasn't insulted, but she was shocked and mortified. I think I'm slacking off actually. But she was so mortified that guess what, you guys? Guess what? That was the woman that I needed to go on the strategy call with just before I ran out of my. Because whatever you're doing, I need to do it too. She's a personal trainer. That's exactly right.
Wow.
I'll have what you're having. So there's just, I unfortunately couldn't go ahead with that strategy call because I noticed there was a bit of noise in the background and I went to a lot of trouble to, I nearly went into the toilet, I'm just joking, but I snuck in around where the chef is and I sat at a quiet table ready to prepare. And I noticed there was some noise in the background and she said, oh, I'm actually in the shopping centre. I went, we can't do this. I said, you're serious, right? You want to get to become, this is what we call a strategy call, which I'll be teaching you guys that go through this program. And the strategy call is where you're actually, you don't want that person unless you're a good fit. You need to be a good fit. And you need to feel as much on board with that person as they do you. And if that alignment is not there, you're better off saying, shaking hands and having a very nice relationship with each other than pretending that you align and you don't. And there's issues. So I'm going to see her on Monday. Now, the way the master key works is that once you have the master key to tapping into that super consciousness of your mind, what you're doing is you are awakening all of the things in your body that you actually need. Everybody needs love and connection. It is not in this order, you guys. I'm just doing it the way Anthony Robbins does it. The second one is importance. Every single human being needs to feel important. Like as if you're doing something that's significant. Do you hear what I'm saying here? Number 3, every single human being, even people who like the opposite, and I will get to these people in a moment because my husband falls into this category, as you say. But every single person needs to have a certain amount of certainty. Except for my husband, as I said, I wouldn't mention his name now. Exactly. So you've been doing my classes for quite a long time now, and I'm sure I will. So that comes down. So certainty is actually uncertainty. So the next one is uncertainty, and this is where, as I said, I won't mention anyone's name, but they thrive on the uncertainty. Don't try to lock them in. Don't try to be a planned schedule completely right now, 3 o'clock you need to do this, and by 7 o'clock you need to do that, because that person will just like, oh, it's freak out. No wonder you married me, right? So I'm learning.
Just
So uncertainty comes under what we call fun and variety. Certainty, people get shaky if they don't know what's going to happen next. They need to know everything about what's going to happen, and if they don't, it's like, oh my gosh, and they start freaking out, because everybody does need a bit of certainty, but everybody needs to have uncertainty too. Can you imagine if you knew exactly who was going to ring you next, who you were going to meet, who you were going to be connected with? It's too boring. You don't want to know all the details bit by bit, because you've got to let that evolve. You've got to allow yourself to come into the space of the planet where you are universally calling in all of the right things. Does that make sense? And so you can't orchestrate absolutely everything, because Dr. John D. Martini says that everything is in perfect order anyway. Correct?
Yes.
It's called equilibrium. So for every negativity that you may have, there is also the positivity. And it's a balance. And you know, when we go high and we're up here, somewhere up there, you know, I was concerned because I've been feeling a bit that way lately, where like right up there somewhere. And I'm like, no, come down. Because when you're up there and when you're down there, it's kind of like a bipolar system. So what we want to do is we want to get everybody leveled up over here. This is high. This is low. Now, if I'm seeing someone for that, and it so happens that I'm calling in the body transformation, I'm telling them, if you let yourself get to starving, you guys, and you're so freaking hungry you could eat the arm off your neighbour, then you are up here. You are doing a bipolar thing with your body. Okay, when you're starving. And guess what? When you're starved full, if you let yourself, that's just. I don't mind telling people this, even though we ask questions. I don't mind saying how destructive it is to allow yourself to eat your way to gluttony. To eat so that you're stuffed full. That's not nice. I've got toast over there, but I know I can only have one piece of that, because if I eat 2, I'm going to move slower. I don't want to move slow. I need to move quick. So I need to have just enough energy to give my body what I need to. I need to go, I'm going to have a salad, I'm going to have breakfast food, I'm going to have a carrot, I'm going to have some lettuce. I know I'm going off on a bizarre tangent here. Stuff that I'm not about it. If I want a pie, or if I want a ham and cheese toasted sandwich, oh bloody will have a pie or a ham. You know, it's the way you do things. And talking about the way that you do things is what I've been teaching you all day, actually, because it is a very strange irony that, let me finish this first, because I'm going to have it going off. So here's balance. And we really want to stay in equilibrium, because whatever is high, going good, going great, going fabulous, exciting, you know, there's something else going on here too. And vice versa. So when we stay right here in the balance, and I refer it to everything in life cycle, so it can be in relationships, it can be in your body, it can be in your career, it can be in anything. You've got to keep into that balanced line right there. Very important. Okay, back over here. Human beings, by natural way of human nature, need to be contributing. And if you think you've got every single thing, and there's something missing in your life, there's a missing piece, there's a missing tell you, if you ain't contributing, you do not know what luck you will set up. Because there ain't nothing on this planet like contribution. And there is even nothing even more orgasmic as actually doing what you love and loving what you do with such power and passion. And if you look at the 16 laws of success, and if you look at all of the things, they teach you to do things in a certain way. Bottles talks about doing things in a certain way, and they kept on waffling on, doing things in a certain way. What the hell is he talking about, doing things in a certain way? You're going to be rich if you do things in a certain way. I did not grasp that. I could not. For years that's been playing in my head, and I did not get what the hell he was talking about. You've got to do things in a certain way. I'm like, not doing certain things. Not certain things. It's not doing certain things. It's doing things in a certain way. And the penny has dropped. And let me tell you guys, this is what this program is about. Learning how to do things in a certain way. Because when you are living a life that is filled with love and connection, with importance, with certainty, when you've got the things that you want to be certain about, certain. And when you've got enough uncertainty that you're having a bit of fun and you're having a bit of variety, oh, I just met this really nice person, and oh, a new person, new client, a new whatever. And you know, it was new, it was uncertain, you didn't know you were going to meet them, it just happened. And here you are, playing this one out. Of course, because you found, and I'm just trying to walk off my lunch, the master key. If anybody can draw a picture for me, you can feel free to do that in our break. So you've got the master key. Let me promise you, when you are doing this, okay? And if you learn to do that, and if you learn what your spark is, what your thing is, I'm deliberately not going to talk to you. Because I'm thinking that something dropped into my head, and I get these inspirations, and then I need to run with them. And if you don't mind me saying, I would like you to be my client for speed coaching. It's worth $300 to you for free. So that landed on my head. I mean, I'm going to be doing it when the guests arrive, but I haven't even said, we haven't really talked except we were introduced and that's it. So I would love to do some coaching with. Because it can't be anyone I've already connected with, because you could be bullshitting and you could be just playing along with the game, where this lady doesn't know me from the back, so I'm having to prove myself to her. And that's what we need.
Contribution.
And as a result,
uncertainty is like full of variety.
yes.
It's very important in love and connection. Yeah.
Yes. And because of that, because of all of these things, you guys, then comes this. Now, every single one of us have an order of values. And all I can say to you is in my speed coaching, you don't need to go through the incy, tiny little ingredients of where was ginger and cumin and coriander grown and how was it all put together. I'm just going to give you the formula. I'm going to give you the recipe. And that is what this is all about, compared to if you're just doing NLP practitioners, of course. So even in the masters, what you're getting is masters on steroids, collated and basically, brought in to a collaboration of what I can give. I mean, if you're talking about something else, there may be another coach out there. I know there will be another coach out there that will be better in other areas. But in this area of what I'm doing with the trauma, I'm telling you the success rates are absolutely astronomical. Astronomical. I don't think I have ever had a client who I have done, they've come in and they've paid me for a session. And of course, actually the person having skin in it is very, very important. So what I'm going to say to you is that I want you to pretend that you are paying me $300 this afternoon. because for your subconscious mind's thing, because when you actually put money forward, what you're saying is, I'm doing this.
Something for nothing to work out.
Yeah. Makes sense? So what are you, on this chart, I just want to ask you guys a question, and I have written a script on this, and it's hidden away under lock and key, it's ready to be dropped into the unit, it's all finished, I've done it, I finished it up before yesterday, Thursday. What it does is it helps you to discover what is the highest value for you, but get this is where it gets really corny. The way that you find out what your highest value is to find out what pisses you off the most.
Yeah.
And so that's where we're going to go through and we're going to find out the things that have number 7. What's number 7?
What's number 7? There's 7 things.
There is a number 7. No, there's not a 7. There's a 6. Sorry. We like the number 7, but I didn't make this formula up. I like to think I did, but I didn't. Yeah, I know, because we like 7. So because we like 7, maybe we can add a 7. I tell you what, let's do it. I think we've been convinced. The 7 is the master key. How's that, you guys? The master key. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go through getting in our, Marie did a very good, I believe I heard some good reports about what happened. What did you guys think? Were you okay?
Yes.
How did you feel when you went off to lunch?
Very
Hungry?
She booked me for a few private sessions. So did the guy serving us.
It could be your niche. Your niche could be sex therapy.
Yeah,
And
it
I'm just
probably
saying,
is.
yeah, you know, so that's it. And you know, Freudian came through on use sexuality for everything. And even when you look at, you know, the 16 laws of success, it comes down to your burning passion and burning desire. I'll tell you a little trick. As a coach, I never have sex the night before. Of a workshop.
No, you should have it in the morning.
No, and definitely not in the morning. In the football field, do you know it's a thing when you talk into AFL players? They do not do the wild thing the night before. You because what you're doing is you're releasing a lot of energy, and that you're releasing it. So a person who's not released is a lot more on fire. They're more tricky.
Where at one of these courses, they'll tell you, do not have sex before taking on this course.
Well, that's going to be the Bali retreat already. I'm on this Bali retreat. We're abstinent.
Oh, yeah.
Until the last night, of course.
I'll give you my card.
This is in-house discussions, you guys. This is called shenanigan discussions. What time is it? You guys need to keep me ready. Okay, we need to get ready. Okay, so we need to get into our code. So what we need to do is we need to know that these are the ingredients today for our codes. So everybody stand up, because we're going to have to get ready in a moment. The last day of the last Bali retreat, I had a woman who was flying out that night. So she flew in, she did the retreat, and then later that she did not want to leave. And we were all doing cocktails and everything by the stage. She did not want to leave. So she's coming again this year, and she says, I am not leaving on the last day. So she's going to stay. Okay, awesome. Close your eyes now, guys, and this is going to be a feeling of love and connection. And I want you to think into your feelings and memory bank about a place and a time. It could be with a child, a grandparent, it could even be a dog or a cat. It could be with someone special. It could be someone from the past. In that moment, you felt so connected. so much love. And as you go into that, I want you to be really, really, really true to yourself. And I want you to make sure that you really, really go into that memory. And as you go into that memory, I want you, when you've got it, only when you've got it, not before, create that image as if you can see it on a big screen. Imagine that it's full colour, full sound, vibrating. Imagine it's going off to Walt Disney and he has to make it good enough for the Smash Office box office. And it's you on the big screen. You're coming back, you're 3D. You are feeling into that love and connection. And I want you, when you are ready, when you know exactly the movie you're going to choose, even if it's for a fleeting second, you had that moment. I want you to begin to soothe your soul by rubbing your arms up and down as you get that memory. When you've got that memory, rub your arms up and down and just allow yourself to move into that beautiful feeling nicely and slowly. Just soothing your soul, remembering that feeling, knowing that you can embrace it now, feeling the love, feeling that wonderful love. Okay, now I want you to float on out. Okay, just relax. Okay, so what do you reckon? Does everybody like this anchor? Because I think I'm going to use this. You don't like it. Maybe you can do something else, but you've got something very bulky on.
Yeah, but I need to, because I want to open my heart for that particular
yes.
thing.
Okay, can I make a suggestion to you then? How about if you open up
I just need to.
and then you hold your eye up or something? And
Yeah,
you just
I
rock
can do
into
that.
it.
I just
You do need to have
open-
something
I
though.
just opened my arms enough to.
Yes, yes. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm just having another
Oh, okay. Can I splash an ice cubicle of ice all the way down over you so that you freeze and you just feel this blue colour? And have you ever been in a place where you're so cold, like when you're a child,
This
freezing?
is what I do for myself. I imagine I've opened the freezer door.
It's okay, we've got some jackets in the other room. Okay. So now, so you need, this is what I mean. That's why I like my group you can see now why, because I'm very honed into people, and if I feel that someone's not quite where I want them to be, I'll go, So yeah, I would say you just need to honour that, and I would recommend that you set something up that you can refer to, unless you decide that you want to change it and up level some other time, but I would use something right at this very moment. Okay, so the next one is imagine someone who loves you. Someone that you know. It could be a grandparent, it could be a child, it could be it's somebody that you know that they think you're awesome. And it could be someone from school, it could be someone when you were younger that just really, really looked up to you, really treated you, like someone that you know that thinks well of you. It could be someone you don't know a lot, it could be someone you do. So when you've got someone, a memory, any time in your life, just move into that position. Embrace yourself. And as you embrace yourself, I want you to imagine that that person that you know thinks well of you is right there in front of you. And I want you to allow yourself to begin to rub your arms, soothing when you've got that person. And then I want you to float into that person and look back through their eyes at you. Allow yourself to look through their eyes and see you. Notice what they see, what they like, what they connect with, they love. And just allow that to go move all the way through your body. And then come back and relax. Now the next one is importance. This is a moment where you've done something of importance, where you felt important. It could have been any time in your life. There is no restriction on age or when or time. It could have been in the middle of winter when you're a teenager. It could have been, the other day. It could have been 10 years ago. It's a moment where you felt really important. Maybe I may have felt important when I helped people and I've seen that massive revelation on their face, and I can see that they've had such a shift that it's just, you just know that what you're doing is important. And it's so deep and it's so real and it's so good, and it's what you do. You could have done something in your work. You could have done something you could have helped an old lady across the road and you felt important. So I want you to get ready to move into that position and just soothe yourself as you bring up on the movie screen this moment of importance. Just notice feeling that sense of importance. Maybe someone said something to you and it made you feel and know that you're important. Just notice where you are and notice how that feels. Notice how you move and how you breathe and how you speak. Notice all these things. And then I want you to just allow that importance to be soothed into your soul. Open that up and just feel into that sense of great importance. And now, coming back out, and just open your eyes. And just open your chest up and move your shoulders back so you're opening up your chakras and allowing all the right energy to come into your body. And we're moving to fun and variety. This is something, have you ever had that feeling when you were kind of excited to do something but nervous at the same time? Ever had that? That is a really good sign that you ought to do it. If you feel nervous and excited all at the same time, that is such a positive, such a great feedback from the universe. It's not comfortable, it's a little scary. I mean, I can remember those moments when I was little and getting onto a roller coaster. I mean, I'm not sure whether that's a have to do it, but it's that feeling of, nerves and excitement all at once, and then you're like, am I going to do it, I'm going to do it, and then you do it. And then you kind of like, oh, this is okay, and then you're sitting there and you're kind of getting a bit complacent. And just as you get complacent, you hit that bend, you're ready to go around the corner, there's this big bloody dip, boom, and down you go, and you think, oh, thank God, that's over. And then you get down to the bottom, and the next thing you know, it spins this way, and you think, oh, thank God, that's over. And then it turns another corner, and whoosh. And so I'm spinning now. I'm getting excited again. So now you're really, your adrenaline's pumping and you're so excited and you're just feeling that. You're feeling that, that enormous fun and variety. Okay. All right. So as
You're giving us fun and variety right now.
I know. You've got to entertain people. So as you are there, close your eyes and remember a time that you were excited, fun and variety. You could have been at the royal show. You could have been doing something fun and on holiday. You could have been driving a fast car. You could have been doing anything that really lets you switch, floats your boat. You know what I'm talking about. So just move into that, open up your shoulders and allow that feeling to move into your chest. And as you do that, I want you now to grasp that moment and then embrace, harness it with your arms. Harness that feeling and now soothe. And as you rub up and down, soothing that feeling, just remember the excitement, the inspiration, the motivation, the drive, the stamina. And as you feel this, I want you to turn it up so it is now turned up to a volume of 20. Turn it up even further, make it brighter. Make it so bright, make it so fast, make it come up so much that it is now spinning and you're feeling this adrenaline, you're moving through your body, everything is just moving and you can feel this energy pouring through every muscle and cell of your body, and then come out and just open up. Bring your shoulders back, breathe in and out. Now a moment of contribution. Something you've given, something you've done that you've given of yourself and you felt good about. There's nothing like it really. When you give a piece of yourself, you could be talking to someone in your role and you know that you've just said a few words that's made their day. You could have been with your horse and just having that moment where, you have that deep connection. It could be with your children, it could be anywhere in your workplace, it could be in that sense of when you are giving something of you that comes with ease, comes with flow. And now I want want you to get ready to embrace a memory. And as you go into that memory of contribution, I'm going to ask you to embrace it and harness it in and begin to soothe that. And as you soothe that, just allow that to multiply. And allow that contribution feeling. Be in the place that you love. Be in that space. Be in that feeling. And then release out. And now we're just going to move to something that you've done before in your life. You guys are just getting an unfair advantage because this is what I'm going to be doing for everyone today. So yours is going to be multiplied. So when we do this next time, the energy is going to be turned up, multiple volume, multiple level. And this is going to give you the expansion, the growth. Now, growth means that, you know, when you learn something but you actually like what you're learning, it's like, have you ever been in that kind of a situation, even in school? I know that there were subjects that I would just feel like, and then there would be things that would excite the heck out of me, like drama. Or telling stories, or, you know, dancing or gymnastics, or even, you know, Dad using me as a party trick in front of all his friends because I had this weird healing thing going on where I could feel inside his body to know where the parts of him that was aching, and I'd be able to pinpoint it as a kid from a child. You'll find that the things that you are good at today and the master key that's inside you, if you track it back, there will be signs in your childhood. And there may just be little signs, little clues, but nothing. It doesn't necessarily mean that you became fanned into flames into that person. Like you see a lot of children that do get there very fast, and I sometimes be concerned about that. Where it's, you know, when we're in a sort of a forum like this, we go back and we look for those little clues, you know, like who were the role models, who were your superheroes, you know, what were the little clues that, you know, maybe your auntie said, or, you know, people said, oh gee, you know, you wouldn't really saw well. They're the clues. And this is the moment of expansion and growth and interesting fascination of learning of where you're actually doing something, but you are interested. And you're so interested that your brain opens up and goes, I'll have that, thank you. So I want you to close your eyes and remember something you've been really interested in. It's fascinating. You want to know how to do it. It could have been driving a car. You may have been a teenager and wanting to learn how to drive. It was interesting to you. You put your mind into it. You could have been learning how to ride a horse, how to ride a bike. You could have been learning how to swim. You could have been learning how to dance or how to do something with your hands or bake a cake. I want you to move into that memory and embrace and harness it in. And as you see yourself, imagine where you are, what you're doing, and what's so fascinating and exciting about this. And as you open that up and you feel that, embrace it with your arms and just allow yourself to soothe your arms, just rubbing that in, feeling that sensation, putting that into your body, putting that into your spirit, allowing yourself to totally embrace this feeling of growth, expansion, and interest and fascination of learning, bringing your mind to being in an open state of such high, energized learning. And now, just as you come out, and just take a deep breath in and relax. Now, think of the first colour that comes to your mind.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, so everybody you know, obviously everybody has their own colour. And I want you to know, that's okay. I want you to remember that colour. Now we need to set up the room. So guys, can we quickly get ready for our few guests that we've got?